All right, so we're going to deep dive into this pretty wild marketing idea today.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
So it's from this email, and basically, uh, it's all about like customers becoming walking advertisements
Okay.
by wearing like their real-time reviews.
Wow.
So you can imagine like,
Like a t-shirt that changes.
yeah, like your t-shirt changes based on what you're thinking about the product.
I mean, that's definitely like attention grabbing.
Right. So we got to like figure out, is this like genius or is this just totally crazy?
Yeah, that's the big question, right?
Huge question.
Huge question.
So what like immediately jumps out at you about this whole like concept?
I think the most fascinating thing is how it completely flips like the whole idea of testimonials. Like walking advertisements, right? It's not just about like static reviews anymore.
Yeah.
It's about making the customer experience like the actual ad itself.
It's like taking that, I love this energy you have like right there in the moment
Exactly.
and like broadcasting it to everyone around you.
Yeah.
But like, how does that actually work from a psychological standpoint? Like what's going on there?
Well, I think it definitely like plays on our need for like validation,
Sure.
But it's also tapping into like our desire to be part of something bigger,
Right.
you know? Like think about the psychology of like social proof.
Yeah.
When we see like other people endorsing something, we're more likely to trust it ourselves.
Makes sense.
And this concept is like taking that idea to like a whole new level.
Yeah. It really like amplifies it.
It does.
And this like real-time element, right? Like you said, it's not just about like praising something later.
Yeah,
It's about capturing that initial excitement.
exactly.
And the email talks about like tying this into social media too.
Oh, yeah.
Like imagine selfies with your review shirt or like live video unboxings where your shirt's changing.
That's wild.
Right. Wild stuff.
But that's what's so smart about it, you know?
Yeah.
It's leveraging the power of like user-generated content.
And as a marketer,
Oh, absolutely.
you know how valuable that is?
User-generated content is gold. Like people trust their peers
Yeah. Way more.
way more than like any ad campaign.
For sure.
And this is like adding in this whole other element of immediacy,
Yeah.
like that, unfiltered raw reaction that you just can't fake.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
So, okay, we've got like engaged customers, authentic content.
Sounds pretty good.
Right. But like, what about the business side of things?
Right.
Like, could this actually be profitable?
Well, think about organic reach, Like that's the number of people you reach without paying for ads.
Right.
This concept could like totally explode a brand's organic reach.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Every customer becomes like a walking, talking billboard.
They're spreading the message.
Exactly. And they're doing it for free,
Wow.
you know?
It's like that saying, the best advertising is word of mouth,
Yeah,
but like amplified to the extreme.
absolutely.
And it reminds me of like those times when I've booked a hotel
Oh, yeah.
based purely on like online reviews. Yeah.
Exactly. We trust those like random reviews more than like a glossy brochure from the hotel.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's that human element, right? That feeling that we're getting the unvarnished truth.
Uh-huh.
And this concept like plays on that same psychology.
Okay.
It builds this layer of trust that traditional advertising just can't match.
But couldn't this whole thing be like easily manipulated?
Oh, for sure.
What's stopping brands from like giving discounts?
Right.
Only to people who like gush about the product.
That's a huge point. Anytime you have a system designed to promote like positivity,
Right.
there's always the potential for misuse.
Yeah.
And it raises some serious questions about like transparency and authenticity.
Yeah, for sure.
Are we really seeing genuine reactions or just like a carefully curated version of the truth?
Right. And like, wouldn't this basically turn everyone into like walking billboards?
I mean, in a way, yeah.
And there's something about that that feels kind of like uneasy to me.
Yeah, it definitely blurs the lines between like personal space and marketing.
Yeah.
Like, are we really comfortable becoming walking advertisements even if we love the product? It's a question that I think each individual would need to answer for themselves.
Yeah, it's a personal decision.
It is.
So we've got this like really powerful idea with huge potential, but also like some serious ethical questions to consider.
For sure.
What does it all mean?
Well, I think it forces us to think critically about like the future of advertising
Yeah.
and our roles as consumers. Like, are we willing to merge our identities with the brands we love?
That's a big
Or
one.
does that cross a line?
Yeah.
It's a conversation worth having, I think.
Absolutely. It's a bold concept for sure.
Yeah.
And like, whether it takes off or not, it's a sign of how marketing is evolving.
It really
It
is.
makes you wonder what's next.
Yeah.
Will we see even more integration between our experiences and like brand promotion?
It's possible.
And if so, are we ready for it?
That's the question, isn't it?
It really is some food for thought.
Food for thought for sure.
All right, thanks for joining me for this deep dive.
My pleasure.
It's been a great conversation.
Yeah, it has.
Until next time.
See ya.